I don't know. I know I thought we had a team that was ready to play. I don't think the weather had anything to do with it. I don't think cold had anything to do with it. We got pushed around on both sides of the ball up front, um, made mistakes, weren't physical on the perimeter. Um, we got pushed around a little bit tonight, and whether that's a mindset or what it is, I don't know. But um, it's disappointing.
What did you tell your team afterwards?
We had a long talk just now. I don't have time to tell you everything, but I know where this is going. There's going to be ups and downs. Things are never as good as you think, never as bad as you think, but I know we need to get a lot better at some basic things. And I want the guys to get away for a couple of days and get ready to come back and go to work. We need to be a more physical team. We need to be a smarter team. Um, I don't like coaching a team that isn't the most physical on the football team, and we weren't. I give them a ton of credit tonight. They were the more physical football team, and we're going to do whatever we have to make sure and address that.
How much does it limit you offensively when you can't run the ball consistently or get push inside?
Well, that was the difference. You know, we started out pretty good on offense on 3 drives. Moved into their territory. I thought Noah Vedral played with some guts and played well, made some plays. First time we got it down there, we went 4 and out. Second time, I think we took a sack and killed the drive. Third time, had a penalty. Then 2-minute drive. We'd had another first down to start the set, and we jumped off sides on the perimeter outside. Those things can't happen. But at the end of the day, they rushed for 280. We rushed for 150. I don't know the exact stats, but they could rely on their run game. We couldn't rely on it. Had some plays, but you know, we knew what run plays they were going to run, and they ran them and they worked. And right now we're having to pick and choose run plays and try to scheme too much instead of just winning up front and being able to rely on our run game. And that needs to get fixed. It's not an easy fix, but we're going to go to work and try to get really good at something in the run game that we can lay our hat on.
Scott, how do you feel about the matchups at the line of scrimmage coming into this game?
They're big. You know, we need to get bigger in some spots, but Zach Duvall's done a great job. I've seen some of those guys on our team move weight in the weight room. And when you move that much weight, you shouldn't get pushed around. You know, defensively, at times we made plays, but, you know, their backs would run through holes full speed, and ours sometimes didn't, sometimes didn't. Their receivers went and blocked second-level guys. Ours sometimes didn't, sometimes didn't. Their guys stayed on blocks. Ours sometimes didn't, sometimes didn't. And at the end of the day, if you can rely on a run game, you're going to put your team in good spots, and then everything else in your offense works. We need to have a more reliable run game without having to lean on our quarterback, having to run all the time. We have 2 quarterbacks nicked up right now, and it's because that's been some of our most productive runs. And, yeah, I'm not used to coaching an offense like that.
Scott, what does realistic progress look to you coming out of the bye? When in the next couple of games after this bye, what are some basic things you want to see from your team?
First of all, I want to get healthy. There's several guys nicked up. Several guys have been playing through a lot of things. I think the guys need to get away for a little bit and recuperate mentally and physically. But when we come back, the basics of what we do need to be better. And we need to come off the ball better up front. We need to tackle better. We need to block better on the perimeter. We need to run more precise routes. All the little things. We can scheme up any offensive or defensive play or call that you want to, and if those things aren't firing on all cylinders and we don't win those things, it doesn't matter what we call. And I thought at times we did things pretty well tonight, but it's just not reliable enough for us to finish drives, particularly on offense when, you know, we had a few big plays, but we don't have enough weapons right now to count on those plays scoring, and that means you have to sustain drives, and in order to sustain drives, you need to be more reliable and make fewer mistakes.
At the third quarter, you tried before the third quarter to run a couple of plays and get your team's juices flowing, and then the third quarter went the way it did. What about your team's response surprised you? How much did their first pass play into that? And you had a fake punt in there that you tried?
Yeah, we had to try something. We tried a fake punt. They were looking for it, so that probably wasn't the right situation, but we can't put ourselves in that situation. Took our eyes. We didn't have very disciplined eyes on defense on a couple plays, and gave them some easy throws. We were lucky they dropped one because the guy was completely uncovered. But again, it goes back to me that they were running 3 or 4 run schemes. We knew what they were going to be coming in. They ran them, and they worked. And when those things happen, you got to bring more people up into the box to try to get the run stopped, and then all the other stuff works off it. And I give them credit for that. We need to be more like that on offense, and we need to be more physical on defense so that they can't put us in those situations.
How did you want to use your running backs, the 3 of them, coming into this game, and what did losing Wandale early do for your plan?
Well, we need more reliable weapons, not more reliable weapons. We need more people that are reliable weapons on offense right now. It just is what it is. Last game when JD went down, we had Wandale, and he was making plays. Today with Wandale down, we were 1 down again. Waiting for more guys to step up and make some plays. But we still need more of them. And we've been waiting on some of these guys to step up and make plays for a long time, and just hasn't happened yet. So, listen, I love this team. I love the guys. I love the attitude. But we gotta continue to get better, and that's our mantra day by day. You know, last year this team came into Lincoln and we beat them pretty good, and they returned the favor this year. We're still in a better place than we were last year at this time, and I'm pleased with that part of it. But we still have a long way to go, and a lot of work to do, and we're gonna get to that work right away next week.
Could you maybe just expand a little bit on what you saw from Noah, particularly early in the game and sort of through the week of preparation leading up to it?
Noah had a great week of practice, and be honest with you, offensively, we simplified things a little bit to kind of get back to the basics of what we do, and I thought practice was as clean and crisp as it's been since I've been in Nebraska this week. But that doesn't matter if you don't win the line of scrimmage. And that doesn't matter if you're not getting open on the perimeter and doing those little basic things well. And we didn't. At times we did them. Again, I'm not going to act like nothing good happened out there, the sky is falling, but we need to do it more consistently in order to sustain drives and make things happen. And we got to be the more physical team.
When there's pass rush with 4, how difficult does that make life in terms of trying to get down the field?
Yeah, another basic piece of football. They got pressure on us once with 3-man rush, and honestly, I think we held and they didn't call it. You know, we got to give our quarterbacks more time. We got to get open better. It doesn't matter what scheme we're in. If those things aren't happening, you're not going to be real successful. And you know, we got to keep working and getting better. And I'm going to be really anxious to get back out on the field in a couple weeks, and I think the guys will too.